Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. No score zone right here. No score zone. Yellow, line. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. St. Brown in motion right. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check pitch.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Young on 3rd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Young on 4th down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. He's got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing, I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Williams, the man in motion left. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That is 1st incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
St. Brown in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now here's Young. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Young. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To the air once more, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Green jack. Blue, yellow. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
2nd down, Young. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Breece Hall, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out.
Trey Tucker on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stay in the eye. Oh, let's
They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. moves across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense to have to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 30 years out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from even in this one. We're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, back.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for the Steeler touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Hall on a give up the middle. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Day is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think
And it's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. He pitches it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Williams, a man in motion right. Young on 3rd and 2. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The play fake, now Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw again. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went with the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. So left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to have it on the first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 23. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because no.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group need. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd and goal, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. Breece Hall moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Breece Hall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion.
Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10, Young. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now here's Young. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. A 1st down throw for Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning.